trying to say my voice, got a bit of a croaky throat from a beautiful head cold that I've had for a week. Our guest is here, which is beautiful. Good to see you. What I always do is give people 2 or 3 minutes to pop in. Not everyone likes to be early to the party, which is fair enough. Carly, where in the world are you for everyone? Let's have a little chit chat before we start.
Sure. Hello. Thank you so much for
Hello,
having me
hello.
here. Can you hear me okay?
Perfectly.
Yay. I am in Cambridge, Massachusetts in the US.
Ah, it's good that you
So,
said US because we've got a Cambridge here as well.
yes, you do. I have been there. So I was like, I always
Have
have to
you?
make sure I said
Superb.
that. Yes.
Did you study there or did you just visit?
I just visited, but I did study in London. When I was in college, I did a full semester as an abroad student in
Cool.
London, uh,
Perfect.
and then traveled while I was there. So
Uh,
all over
see,
a lot of different places, not just in England. So yeah, so I did go to Cambridge, and I
very
live
nice.
down here in Cambridge.
Beautiful. It's good to see you.
Yes.
Just
Hello, everybody.
let people
This is
pop
so
in,
exciting.
give them another minute, and then
Sure.
I'll introduce you, and then the floor is yours. And as always, I say to people, if there's any questions, put them in the comments, and I'll try and keep an eye on them. And then obviously, if people want to unmute themselves at some point, if you're happy for that, then they can do that as well.
Yes.
And we can have a chit chat as well. You know, you can share and we can ask questions and do whatever we need to do. Well, I'd say there's no pressure here.
Interaction. I love that. So,
Good stuff. Good to have a chit chat, isn't
yes.
it? It's a bit wild and windy here, so if my internet goes a bit wobbly, then because my internet's on a big antenna and it's like like that at the moment. We've got these
Ah, okay.
big winds, so I can hear it rattling out there. I'm like, don't fall off.
Okay, you just sent it to me. Thank you so much. We just had snow again, and now the sun is out. So this is a good sign.
Yeah, we like sunshine. We
Yes.
in England, it literally. Well, we're in now in March, but it
Mm,
rained for the first 2 months nearly every day,
ugh. Well,
which
we
is
had an epic snowstorm last weekend that we had 2 feet of snow here in the Boston, Cambridge area, and then outskirts went as far as 3 feet.
wow.
Yeah, yeah.
We've had it
So
easy then with a little bit of rain.
yeah, I'll take the rain. Take the rain. So yeah, so that's also why I'm happy to see the sun to start melting these huge snow piles that
I can
are
imagine.
everywhere.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah,
so
we
yeah,
don't get
but
snow that thick, thankfully. Or
yeah.
very rarely. We had this thing called the Beast from the East once, where we had like a couple of foot of snow. But in London, if you get 2 millimeters of snow, the whole world just stops.
Wow.
We're not used to it.
Okay. Well, I grew up in it, so I get it. Have to come help you learn how to shovel correctly so you don't hurt your back.
Exactly. Just let it melt.
Yes, lots of sledding. My son did that. He did a lot of sledding, so he was happy. No
Oh,
school for 2 days because it snowed on a
oh.
Sunday, and then it snowed all the way through Monday, and they couldn't even start the cleanup till the following day. So he was very happy to go sledding, and then go, I guess, go back to school. He missed his friends, so he went
Yeah.
back. He was okay.
Oh, sledding. I remember that. Or if you didn't have a sled, you used to get the black bin bags and sit in that and
Ah,
down the hill. That was really hard on your bottom, though. I remember that. It's like, oh.
yes,
And you couldn't
yes.
stop. Maybe like a tree.
Yep.
You'd go, I'm going to hit the tree. I'm going to hit the tree. And you're like,
Jump.
just
You had
miss
to
it.
jump off, and then go
Ah,
find your sled somewhere else that flew some on the other direction. Yeah, I remember that.
exactly. It's all good fun. Right. Well, we are 5 minutes past. So if people want to pop in, they can. So do excuse me. I've got a little bit of a sore throat. So hopefully I won't lose my voice. So welcome to Dragon Thunder Talks. So this is the third one of the year. Can you believe it's March already? I mean,
No,
it's
I
flying
can't.
by, isn't it? It's like, what happened to February? I mean, I know February's short, but even so, it's like. But anyway, we'll slow it down now. Let's all imagine it slowing down. We're gonna enjoy the next hour and a half. Oh, well, I like it when it does that. Like, ooh, in and out. So
So it
our,
goes in
our
and out like
first
we're
speaker.
breathing.
So
That
our
was a
first
great.
speaker tonight is Carly Walker Toro, and she's an intuitive spiritual healer, a dragon energy connector. We like that bit, and a soul alignment coach with quite a few years. I'll say 25. She doesn't look old enough for that. Years of experience. She's a certified Reiki and Akashic records reading person. And tonight she's bringing the breath of dragons. Whoa, and a portal to awakening. So, welcome to Dragon Talks. Good to see you.
Thank you. Thank you to everyone here. Thank you so much to you, Kev, for the opportunity. I was introduced to this community actually through one of my teachers. Her name is Kelly Springer
Yep, we know
and Miss
Kelly.
Barbara Worsley,
Yep.
who were at the time 2024 were the U.S. hosts for Dragon Thunder Summit, and
Yep.
I had class with actually Kelly leading and Barbara there as a co-helping, and they both were there. So that I thank them for introducing me to this community and to you. And I'm so excited to be here. It was a place I said, "Ooh, I'm home. Ooh, I like this. Ooh, I'm learning. Ooh, there's so many people. I'm not by myself anymore, and I'm not crazy." I mean, I knew it wasn't going to be a little crazy to have some fun, but with all these different things that happen on a spiritual level that come into our reality, you're like, oh, I want to talk to other people who have that and know what I'm talking about. And this has been such a wonderful community to be a part of where that is happening and all the time in different ways with dragons, with different ascended masters, with different light beings, all the good stuff, all the fun stuff. So thank you so much for that.
You're most welcome, and it's always beautiful to be in a place where everyone doesn't look at you like you're crazy when you say, "I talk to dragons." Everyone's going, "Oh, do you? What's your dragon like?" And it's beautiful. Yeah, and it's
Yes.
a safe space for everyone to share. So all of those people that are off camera, if you want to be on camera, it's safe. You don't get recorded. Only share the speaker. So do come on. It's nice to look at faces rather than just a blank wall of names. We've got a few of you on, which
Yes.
is beautiful to see. But if more of you want to come on, come on. You're not going to be videoed, and if your hair's a mess, so what? We don't mind. And you haven't got your lippy on. I didn't
It's
put
fine.
mine
Yeah,
on today, so
sorry, got you.
Yay. Thank you for coming, everyone. And yes,
Thank
I
you.
agree, Kev. It's wonderful to see faces over names, but
yeah,
I'll
it's
take my
beautiful. All
names.
those beautiful smiles. Look at that. They're all gorgeous, aren't they?
Absolutely. Absolutely. And all over the place, I know. They're all over the
Oh
world.
yeah,
So wonderful.
globally. We haven't had the
It,
Martians come in yet, but maybe they're the ones that are off camera.
maybe.
I've
Well, I
got a very
also love this group because, especially just a shout out to you, Kev, because I started building my dragon library
awesome.
I have two so far, and you have 40 plus. So I have some catching up to do still, but this has been an amazing opportunity to just learn from you. I just want to shout you out for the way you teach through the different posts you do through social media, through the community that's now for social media that we can just talk how we want. And just really grateful for that. So I just wanted to show those because they've been massive helps in so many ways, including for me with the breath of the dragon and learning more about healing dragons, not just my own, but others, and learning there's so many others and so many groups and so many different dragons that come to folks. And so I love that. And so I'm so happy that I was able to get these and now be here with you and everyone here. I'm just so excited. So thank you, thank you, thank you.
Thank you.
Uh,
Support fully received. Thank you.
Yay.
So,
So
what a
just to,
quick
yeah,
Can I ask you one quick question before you dive in? Because
absolutely.
a lot often people say to me, "You have all these amazing guests, but we never fully hear how they first met dragons." And we've got quite a few people that meet dragons in that in a healing, or they dream about them, or they see them in the clouds, and everyone's waking up slightly differently. So how did they really first come to you? What was it, like a visitation or in a dream, or what made you go, "Oh, dragons"?
Yeah. So mine, which a lot, again, as you shared, there's different ways to awaken. Mine was extreme and dramatic.
All right.
So literally, I was in a life or death situation when my dragon came to me. And
Oh, wow.
so to give, and that's actually says perfect segue. It gives you a little bit of my story, just to get to the dragon part, just to understand it a little bit more. I had been, as I call it, I was in my Christian training ground for about couple decades actually, and a little more than a couple decades. And so I was in that training ground learning all these things, and I consistently had this question about the Holy Spirit, if anyone is familiar with the Christian world and the Trinity that is presented. And so for over 20 years, I was asking this question. I had been up and down, all the things. I did all the things, from memorization, Bible studies, teaching Bible study, missions trips, being with top officials through multiple churches, and I never could get a clear answer. I found that really frustrating and really like, this is the Trinity. Why can't you explain it to me? For me to feel like I get it, because I felt a huge longing for the Holy Spirit, something more spiritual beyond what I was being told. And so the biggest thing I was told, yeah, you should just pray on it. So I did a lot. And guess what? God talks to you when you pray. And then you start seeing stuff, hearing things, being around, and you're like, okay, so what's this? And then I quickly learned not everybody was willing to talk about it. Whether they themselves had never experienced or they themselves had and had backlash. Either way, they weren't talking to me and giving me clear answers. So I was going a little bananas, seeing everything that was good and some stuff that wasn't so good. And I was in a really intense first marriage at the time. And my lifeline was my prayer. My lifeline was for protection. My lifeline was, okay, God, I'm here. Help me get out. I need to get out. Fast forward to me becoming pregnant. And at that moment in time, there was a time where I had a major verbal argument with my ex-husband, and I promised my unborn child, you will never live in this experience. I don't want this for you. I didn't have it, and there's no reason you should have it either. And the voice of God came down to me and said, well, why are you in it? You don't deserve it either. And that was a shift. And from that shift, the prayer life was real, and very much angels showed up for me, and all kinds of light beings showed up for me. I didn't understand it, but I felt protected for the first time, and like beyond protection. And then the day came where I told my ex-husband, I'm leaving. And any other women who might have been, or men who've been in a domestic violent situation or abusive, you want to leave, but it's really hard. You leave for, I left my whole life behind me to that day. But I had a situation where had my 2.5-month-old son in my arms, and I had no escape anymore. I was blocked by him to get out the front door, and I was too sick, too tired, and had a small infant in my hand to run anywhere. And it came to this point where I said, okay, I know where I'm going. I know where my son is going. I don't know where you're going. If you decide to follow through with what I think you want to follow through with, that no one leaves this house. And I literally, fear left me, and I was so strong, and out of nowhere, time stopped, and this gigantic red fire dragon appeared to me. And not only did this red dragon appear to me, and I was like, what? Whoa, what? Expletive is happening. Then I became the dragon. Okay, but let me tell you, it was the most amazing feeling of love I had never experienced. It was the most amazing protection. It was just like this super ridiculous armor that went beyond any human knowledge. And I was given exact instructions of what to do and had to trust what I was experiencing was real. And was even asked, do you believe I'm real? I'm like, yeah, let's go. If you can get me out of here alive with my son, I'm in. And that's what happened.
Wow. Beautiful story. Wow.
So I was able to leave.
Yeah.
There was way more drama. I have theater in my background, and I'm saying to people, this time I'm not kidding. This time I'm not acting. This time, this really happened for me. And that was also the next awakening of what was that? Everything I'd been taught about dragons was negative, complete opposite of what I experienced. And again, I couldn't talk to everybody about it. Again, it was such a visceral experience. I physically am alive because of this. My son is alive because of this. This is no joke. Like, this is real stuff.
God, please walk with me, God.
So I had to start asking more questions, and God was giving them to me, but I wasn't around people to answer that. And at that point, I literally had pulled myself out of my life. I was able to get out with an emergency diaper bag, a backpack, a suitcase. There's another story of why I even had a suitcase ready for me, and a car that actually had my name on it. And my sister and my mom helped to bring me back to my home state of Massachusetts, because at the time I was not here. I was out of state in the US in another place. And so that's when the healing and the questions and the what is going on and who am I and started really flooding. And I was very, very sick. And I was an instant new mom of a newborn, just coming out of a really intense relationship with no job, no stuff. My whole life before that was gone, and had to rebuild. But I didn't want to just rebuild to rebuild. I needed to rebuild on what I knew. And my mom said, you're not starting from scratch. You have a wealth of tools in your toolbox because you have been through. You have worked many jobs. You've lived in different places. You're not starting from scratch. Now you get to build what you want. And that's what I've done. So I'm very happy and very proud to say that I'm here. My son is now going to be 12. And I have this beautiful business that allows me to continue learning about my awakening and continue awakening. And now I get to help others learn what I've learned, do what I've done, the practices. So that is how my dragon first came to me. One of them, the first one, I have many. And that was the other thing I learned, especially through this group, but I had already learned I was connected to many dragons, many, and I had the ability to also talk to other people's dragons. I just thought this was normal until I started hearing and reading posts and things. They're like, oh no, that's a little different. Okay, well, that's my norm. And then as I grew my business over the last 4 years, it'll be 5 years in October, I had to come out each time, like as the energies kept coming with in my own personal practice. At one point in my healing and in that time of growing and building, a woman asked me, are you breathing? That's a really good question. And as soon as I said that to myself, I said, oh crap, if you're asking yourself if you're breathing, I think there's a problem. There's something we need to look at. Because I was in such survival mode, I was just breathing to get by. I didn't even realize that I was in shallow breathing. I didn't realize I was on the verge of panic attacks on a regular basis. That was just my norm, because especially having been in a very domestic and intense abusive relationship, I've been walking on eggshells and breathing low for many years. to stay in survival mode. So now I don't have to be there. So how do I get out of that? So once she brought that to my attention, I said, okay, teach me how to breathe. Teach me what that is. What do you mean by my breathing? She's like, well, there's intentional breathing. When you really decide that you're going to take a deep breath and feel what that is inside your body. Real simple. Let me tell you, that was such a hard thing for me to do at that moment in time. I started choking. I started crying. I didn't know what was happening. It was a lot. But I knew it was something good that had been brought to me. So I worked at it and I kept with it. And I was supported through it, where Breath to Awakening was born, which is where we are today. My breath gave me an awakening to myself, my authentic self. It allowed me to be intentional with my energy, my boundaries, my loves, my pleasure, my understanding, and my complete relationship with all of my light beings, especially dragons. And that is what I do with Breath to Awakening now. I help others to see themselves through transition, through a spiritual awakening. People who are purpose-driven. I always got a purpose, but you're not sure how this all works. Having a same type of spiritual experience, but don't know where to go with it. Don't have a definition for themselves of it, so they haven't been taught tools. I have been practicing these tools for over 25 years. And some work for you and some don't. Example, breath work. Sitting down and saying, yeah, yes, but not for everybody. I'm real good at telling people, you know what? Do you like to run? Do you like to swim? Breathe then. Be intentional with your breath. Put an intention forward when you go out. And I promise you, things will shift. And they do. So that's the long answer to your question of where my dragon came from.
We like the long ones. It's a beautiful story.
Oh, good.
Everyone's sending you lots of love. I think halfway through, I think it was Sunil who wanted to ask you a question. If you want to,
I'm struggling myself. I'm wondering if I want to be here or not. I'm struggling a lot inside. My body's got pain. My legs are pain. And my body's like really like, I'm wondering why am I here?
So let me make sure I heard you correctly. You have been experiencing a lot of pain in your body?
Left leg. I can't get up. I can't move. I can't go to the bathroom. So it's like, why? Why am I here?
And when you have, so I'm not sure where you are on your spiritual journey, first off. Are you someone who practices different meditations?
Yes, I do.
Okay.
I work, but I still wonder because I'm not able to get up and go to the bathroom. I'm so reliant on I need people to help me. So why am I here? That's all. Why?
That's a great question. And thank you for asking that question.
I'm a light worker, but sometimes I was like, why? Because it's like, why am I so much pain? I can't get up. Can't use the bathroom. So I'm like, what is the point?
What I've learned for me and other clients I've worked with, pain often shows as something that needs to be moved, as you know, as a light worker. Twofold to that. One is dealing with yourself.
The problem is I've been through a lot of pain for like 10 years.
Oh, long term. Okay.
Yeah. So I'm just like, why do I want to go through this stuff? Yeah. Yeah. I don't have any, that's the problem.
I have been in pain for 12 plus years myself with a fibroid situation where I bleed excessively, like right now. And have asked that too. And what I have found is inside of me, I have to find the reason.
Yeah.
Inside of me, I need to say, this is so intense. Why are we doing this?
Yeah.
And yes, I've asked myself the same exact question. Like, what are we doing? Expletive. I like expletives, by the way.
Yeah.
It's being good because I don't know where video is going. What I have found is when a couple things. One is asking for the right help, going to my main spiritual guides. Are your main spiritual guides dragons or other light beings that you're constantly with?
I believe so, but right now I'm just like, man, can I get through it?
Yeah.
I can't go to the bathroom. I'm stuck
Yeah.
it. I'm just like, what? Yeah.
So for me, the biggest thing is to get grounded, even through the pain, getting into a space where you can hear again through the pain. And I don't know your pain, but I know what my physical pain
Yeah.
is, right? Once I'm grounded and I say, the biggest prayer I was ever told to say is help.
Help. Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
That's it.
Help.
And then listen. Because what I found is the pain was also blocking the sound, blocking the feeling, blocking my usual way of being connected with my spirit guides. So I had to find other ways. I had to find different ways of breathing. I also talked to other people and found out their modalities of things.
Right.
And what has happened for me with my intention of understanding better why I'm in this pain, what I realized was, I, as a light worker, as a leader, you must go through to help others.
But I can't do this anymore. It's a bit too much for me.
Yeah. And then finding someone who is able to work. I know I have folks who do Reiki, but the big thing today, like I said, is the breath of the dragon that helps to clear things from you. Using the breath of fire, that when you connect to your dragon or dragons, with that intent, allowing, surrendering that pain can be numbed, that pain can be gone by lifting out of you what is it's causing. And I've gone to different practitioners who have found different things in my spirit that had to be cleared that I couldn't do by myself. That's the other thing.
No, I don't too, because it's too complicated, this path. Yeah.
So those are the things I could suggest. I'm happy to continue, if you'd like to connect outside of this call, come do a discovery with, and this is everybody. I have a free discovery call opportunity. I call it the divine call because divinely you've been brought here, and can speak more to the things I do, to see if that is something that feels good and feels in alignment to work together. I do have other things, but today I'm focusing on the dragon's breath. So,
okay.
But my heart goes out to you, sending you healing vibes, definitely. Lots of healing. But what I have found for myself is I had to release something that was karmic and Akashic, meaning it had nothing to do with where I am now. It was my soul had been through so much.
Who do you know is a good Akashic reader?
Oh gosh, I know a lot of folk. So, so I know on my bio is my email. So please email me, and I can give you more information, because I have a network of people all over the world now.
Sorry, what's your name?
That I work with.
What's your name?
Thank you. There's my website. Thank you.
Just put in the website.
So that's where I would be at this point in time. Just again, so it doesn't pull us from today's discussion, but I'd be very happy to reach out and continue this conversation.
Okay. Yeah. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Okay.
Does anyone else have questions or concerns? And today I'm going to walk us through, if we have the time, yes, to go through a breath work so everyone gets a taste of what it can feel like to be breath of the dragon. So I will walk us through that today as well. So I hope that will help. Sunil. Am I saying your name correctly? I hope. I'm trying to see that.
Yeah, I think that was right, Sunil. Beautiful advice.
Thanks. Let me make sure I ran through my notes so quickly as I was sharing. So, well, you know what? Well, does someone else have a question? Sorry. It's a lot of wonderful blocks in front of me.
Just lots of nice comments for you. No more questions. Somebody said that was cool.
Okay, that was cool. Yay.
Yeah.
So, okay, so let me go a little bit more into the breath of the dragon and a little bit more into dragons, because I honestly don't know. I don't want to assume that everybody's here that has been connected with dragons or understands it. So just to give a little bit of background, and Kev, you can totally back me up on this, for what, you know, but the real simplistic way is when you go into a spiritual world or spiritual connection, you're working with different frequencies and vibrations. We are frequency and vibration. So when we say we're connecting to dragons or light beings or angels or unicorns, I mean, the list goes, fairies, they're all at different frequencies, and it's where you're at. As a human, being a human, we're in the 3D vibration, which is heavy, which is part of why we experience these insane circumstances like Sano was just explaining what he's going through. And according to what I've been learned and what I've been told is we chose to do this, just saying, you know, but the spirit as a frequency, as a vibration, to be able to feel and to experience what this is, came down into these bodies, okay, to do that. And then bring back the information as a whole into source, universe, God, so that as a whole, we can all learn, experience, and grow from these experiences we have. And they're all on a huge pendulum of really great to really horrible to everything in between. And we're all here, so I know we've all experienced stuff. When we ask for the help, as I shared in my story, we find different modalities that work for us to help. As I also just shared, the best, if you're into prayer, meditation, or just asking and just speaking out in the room, the best thing to say is just help. You have to give permission for your guides, your frequencies, your God to come to you, because there is free will. There is you getting to do what you want to do, and you have to make a choice, those wonderful choices we make, to listen, to surrender, to be a part of that. And listening is different. It's not just with your ears. Sometimes it's listening with your eyes. Sometimes it's listening with your body, and you have a chill, or you have a hot, or you get hot, or you get cold, or you sweat, or you get a weird, you know, your hand flies out. I mean, I've seen all kinds of things and experienced them for myself to say, okay, I'm getting a message. Headache. Can't sleep, only want to sleep. I mean, there's so many different variations to getting information. And with the vibration, with that connection, with that frequency, you go to different beings. Well, it just so happens dragons are one of the highest frequencies. They're up there with angels. And anyone who's been in any kind of religion, not just Christianity, angels, appearances, angel connections, and the appearance could be like Kev was sharing, you know, you see a dragon, it might be in nature. You might see a dragon in the clouds, in a rock, with a tree. You know, I've often seen trees that have faces. What's that? How does that work? That's kind of freaky at first, let me tell you. But and then you're like, are you really going to talk to me? You know, so things like that, that's all real. We only can see less than like 90% of what's around us. So our other senses are really important to use. And our spiritual senses are the ones that are going to help us do that. And and one of the modalities that helps us is breath. One of the frequencies that is helpful through the breath is dragon energy, dragon frequency, dragon vibration, which is breath of the dragon. Does that make sense? Did I do that good? Okay. Thank you. Once you are intentional, I can't stress enough, it must be intentional. And I often say intentional for my highest good. Everything is for my highest good, even when it sucks and it's painful and I don't like it and it hurts and it's stretching me and it's shrinking me and it's smushing me. All those kinds of feelings we don't like when we're learning are all necessary for us to build our muscles of our spirituality, especially when we choose, again, that wonderful C word, to do us, to do me, to be who I am, to learn what my purpose really is and actually do it. That's where I'm at right now. I'm actually doing this. And I had it, but I didn't come here instantly. No. There was a lot I had to go through, a lot of surrender and sacrifice and practice. It is a practice. I have to choose to breathe every day, almost every day. I have to choose that I'm going, when I don't feel like breathing, what else can I do? Because I know I work better, or I know my focus is better, or I know I can actually talk to this person, or, oh crap, I don't want to talk to this person, but if I don't, the ripple effect is going to go. What do? You find a way to ground yourself, whether that is you just find, feet on the ground, feet outside on the earth, or just imagining that your feet are roots that go down into the earth to keep you grounded. So that allows you to start breathing again. And then when you start breathing again, you can feel your body. You come out of your mind and go into your body, and you feel your heart tell you what to do, tells you who to connect to, and connects you to the guides that can help you. So what I'd like to do right now is give you a little bit of that. Okay, so wherever you are, if you'd like to sit, if you're sitting, if you're standing, please sit or get comfortable. So wherever you're comfortable as best as you can, Sunil, especially, thank you for sharing, in your seat or laying down. Now, this is another thing I've learned. If you're sitting when you decide to go into a meditation, which is what I'm going to do with us today, you stay conscious. You stay kind of alert in this world connection. When you lay down, you go away, and it's a whole lot harder to bring you back. So we're going to do something really short today. So if possible, sitting is there, but again, you can lay down. But I liked sharing that because that was something I didn't know for a long time. And I'd lay down, and the next thing I know, 3 hours went by, and I was like, whoa, that was supposed to be 20 minutes. What just happened? Where'd I go? And that's another whole discussion. But today we're going to do a short 4x4 breath. I'm going to walk you through. You'll have my voice completely memorized in your head after today. I hope that's a good thing. I'm just warning you as I count you through this. And I want you to connect with the intention of connecting to your dragon energy, whether it be internally or spiritually, however that feels for you. Again, a lot more conversation, but however it feels to just say, I would like to connect to dragon, my connection to dragon energy. That's your intention today. Okay. When we're in this, some of the things that can happen is a clearing of old energy that you no longer need, infusing new energy that's going to lift your frequency so you're more aware. So you might see some new stuff or feel some new stuff. And also providing guidance to show you more about your purpose and to live in your destiny. My company is Breath to Awakening. Your destiny awaits. This is one of the ways to purposely go into your destiny. Okay, so those are a couple things that can happen. And after we're done, if you have a journal or a recording after we're all done, write down, jot down something that happened for you and email me. Let me know. I would love to hear that, to find out how this worked for you if we don't have enough time. And after this, I'd like to hear also, but sometimes I know you have to kind of sit with stuff and you have to let it just filter and absorb. And it doesn't hit you until like an aha moment, until like 4 days later or 24 hours later, which is normal and totally fine. Not everything is going to be instant. And usually it's not. Usually it's not instant. Your brain has to catch up because, again, you're in your body. So then your brain's like, what just happened? So definitely, please stay in touch. Shoot me an email. Go to my website. Sign up for my free community where you can talk safely off of social media. And I'd be happy to, I would love to hear like how this works for you or didn't work for you, or you want more, all those things. I'm here as a helper, as a server, as a guide. Okay. All right. So for those who are familiar or not familiar, there's a very simple breath work called the 4x4 breath work. What is that? So it's 4 beats where you take in a breath for a count of 4. You hold the breath for the count of 4. You let out the breath for a count of 4. And when you let that breath out, you use sound. So whatever sound is going to come from your body, and that is a huge thing because you're releasing stuff. You're releasing what no longer serves you. You're releasing energies that are no longer good for you. You're releasing stuff that you might even know about, but your soul and your body knows and needs that release. Okay. And then for another 4 count, we're going to hold our breath at the end. Okay. Now, I always say if breath work doesn't feel safe, please don't do it. Just listen. If a certain part of this, I know some people holding your breath triggers you. You don't have to hold. But continue the intention of connecting with your dragons and the intention that you want to expand, grow, learn, and let go of what no longer serves you. Okay? We're going to do a couple rounds to get you grounded, to get you in your body. And then I'm going to bring on another layer to help you connect. The other thing I'd like to say is make sure that when you're breathing, that you're taking a full breath, that you're allowing your diaphragm to expand and soften, not to be tight. So if you're feeling any tightness with your shoulder, just allow yourself the best that you can to relax and be comfortable. And again, at any point that this doesn't feel good or really freaks you out, stop. And just let me know. And it's okay. We're here to support you. Okay? Does that sound good? Everybody said hands up. All right. Awesome. All right. So let's get comfortable in our seats, get some water. I'm going to get my little water. If you can, be barefoot to connect to the ground. If you feel comfortable doing that, it just helps. And again, we'll do a 4 count into the nose. Hold for 4 count. 4 count out, breathe out of the mouth. And then a 4 count of hold. And then we'll do it again. And we'll get into a cycle. Okay. So on the count of 2, we're going to start. 1, 2, breathe in. 2, 3, 4, hold. 2, 3, 4, out through the mouth. 2, 3, 4, hold. 2, 3, 4. Again, in through the nose. 2, 3, 4, hold. 2, 3, 4, out the mouth with sound. 2, 3, 4, hold. 2, 3, 4. Again, in. 2, 3, 4, hold. 2, 3, 4, out. 2, 3, 4, hold. 2, 3, 4, rest. Allow your breath to come back to you naturally. How does that feel? This is the first part. I just want to know how people are feeling, if you're feeling comfortable, feeling your body buzz a little bit. Awesome. Thank you, Kev. I'm going to bring it up a notch. We're going to do another round. This time, I'm going to say some specific words that I want you to think of. Again, the intention is still to connect with your dragons. Now that your body is grounded and you are in your body, when we do the breath in, I'm going to say a word, magic. When you hold, I'm going to say the word love. When you release, I'm going to say the word miracles. And then when you hold again, I'm going to say the word peace. Okay? And I'd like to know how that feels for you. This next is the breath of the dragon. Dragon's breath comes from love and light and high. They want the absolute best for you and to guide you into your destiny. So we do this in confirmation, in tandem with an affirmation that speaks dragon. And this was what was brought to me. Okay. And you can do this with other words as well. Today, we're going to do it with these 4 words. So continue to be grounded, continue to feel yourself comfortable in your space, adjust a little if you need to. And we're going to begin again with the intention of continuing to connect with your dragon energy. On the count of 2, we will begin. 1, 2, in through the nose. 2, 3, 4, magic. Hold for 4, in love. 2, 3, 4, release, and think of miracles. 2, 3, 4, and hold to sit in peace. 3, 4, again, breathing in, magic. 2, 3, 4, and hold in love. 2, 3, 4, and release miracles. 2, 3, 4, and sit and hold in peace. 2, 3, 4, breathe in magic. 2, 3, 4, and hold and sit in love. 2, 3, 4, and release with sound of the miracles. 2, 3, 4, and hold in peace. 2, 3, 4, and in with magic. 2, 3, 4, and hold in love. 2, 3, 4, release the miracles. 3, 4, and hold in peace. 2, 3, 4, and rest. Allow your breath to come back to its natural breathing pattern. And just for a moment, we're just going to sit and feel the vibration that you've just done and listen. And listen to what your body is saying. Listen to what your dragons are saying. A deep breath in and a deep breath out. A deep breath in and a deep breath out. One more deep breath in and a deep breath out. Allow yourself to now, your breath again, to go back to its natural pattern. Start to wiggle your fingers and your toes. If you haven't already, start to open your eyes and come back into this space, this moment with us all together. Grab some water, do some stretch, move around a little bit, coming back into your body. Thank you for letting me do that with you. And I love to hear.
Beautiful that was.
Thank you. I saw a string of white diamonds in an oblong cube. Ooh, dope. Love me some diamonds. That is wonderful. Thank you for sharing that.
Anyone want to talk and tell us? Shall I tell you
I
what
will
I saw?
tell you. I'll tell you
Oh, go
about
on then.
it.
Go.
It looked like this, but it was white. It was like a crystal. That's what it was. And it had both sides. But then before that, there was like this string of white diamonds. So yeah, it was really cool. Thank you for that breath work. I honor the dragons because my heritage is Wales. The dragons appear to me all the time, the red ones. So thank you. I'm glad I stumbled upon you today.
Yes, me too. Thank you, Shelley. Thank you. Thank you for sharing that. And yeah, definitely continue to explore. I definitely have experience and knowledge with the diamonds and the oblong cube. So I would love to have you connect with me and we can keep chatting about that. And anyone else who would like to, definitely, again, you can always reach me here. It's pretty simple. Let me put it in the chat. So that's my actual email. And it is listed under me on Kev's page. But would definitely love to hear more about what folks are experiencing. And like I said, it's not always instant, and that's okay. Let it filter in and let your guides keep telling you. Think on it tonight before you go to bed.
I think Ron had his hand up.
Oh, wonderful. Yeah.
Ron, did you want to say something? Where's he gone? There he is.
Well, I thank you. Hey, thanks. Thank you for passing me the talking stick for a second. Because I was just super happy when exactly like what Shelly said, right? Like, however, I found you guys like, hey, oh my gosh, how right on time and on time divine appointment. You know what I mean? I think you guys are. I just all I can say is how much I appreciate you guys today and the container that you are doing here, the circle, the sacred, and this precious lady that just did this cool breath meditation. I swear to God, somehow I just know you got a heart of gold and you're amazing and I love you guys. And I'm gonna reach out also too. Yeah, just like Shelly.
Yay. Yeah, I'm all about the heart. This is my emblem. I'm a heart girl. With the rainbow, and for me, the rainbow is everyone belongs, everyone deserves, and we sparkle while we do it. So it's in gold sparkle. So that's my logo. And then I have my dragon. When you go to my website, you'll see my dragon beauty. That's gonna greet you and guide you there too. Thank you so much for sharing. That was awesome. Thank you. Yay, rainbows. Anyone else? I know we're getting close to the... Kev, was there anything else that you'd like me to talk about before Yay, all my good stuff.
All your beautiful links.
Yay, lots of them.
Got to be done.
Come on in.
And of course, there's all that beautiful information on the website on dragontalks.info. So that breath work was beautiful. I loved it. I was feeling a bit chesty in it, and as I was breathing out, I was imagining all that chesty stuff like that. I could feel the dragon going, oh, push it out, push it out. I was like, oh yeah, I got my voice back.
Yay, 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 yay. Yeah.
I love that magic. As it was going, I got magic is real, just like breathing. The dragons were going, we love you. And then it said, miracles happen for you. Sunil,
pointed.
they do. And then it said, live in peace. I was like, yes.
Oh my gosh, I have goosebumps.
That was beautiful. Thank you.
Someone's actually said, like, the code. Oh, you broke the code. Yay.
It was beautiful. I loved it. Thank you very much. I'm going to try that. I always like breath work, and the 4 one's beautiful, isn't it? The square and the rest of it. But to have the words as well, it just brings the intention in stronger.
Yes. Yes. And those are the words that, like you just said, I'm actually really blown away right now, Kev, because I've done this a couple times, and you're the first and only so far that literally said that, like, because that's what I heard when I did it. And I was like, wow, that's cool. So I was like, oh, I'm going to do that more. And then I've done it with other words.
Goosebumps.
Yeah. Way connection.
Ooh.
Dragon brother. Just like, wow, you just said the code. That's so cool.
That was beautiful. Thank you very much.
Yeah, but that's exactly, and that is the message. That is the message, that you breathe in the magic of you. You sit in your love, that you are loved so much beyond anything you could possibly imagine, that you breathe out miracles every moment that you breathe, because breathing is a miracle in itself. And that you have peace, that you sit at the end of every moment in peace. And if you're not experiencing those 4 things, that is where your breath is going to start to teach you how to have those things. It's a process. It's a journey. It doesn't feel good all the time. Like, even like Kev just said, he was like getting all the yuck out. Yeah. I had the flu for 2 weeks, Christmas to New Year's. It's a lot of guck coming out.
Yeah, a lot of guck. Any last messages for this beautiful community and all the people that are going to be watching the replay? Because there's about 1,600 people signed up for the replay, so it goes out to a lot of people. So any last words that you'd like to share with them?
Yes. My name is Ron, and I am delighted that I have found such a cool community. And so I am really excited to see what the heck else is in store for us. That's all I got.
Thank you, Ron. It's beautiful.
More is in the chat. Okay. Well, I'm so happy that this was wonderful. It was wonderful for me. I love doing this. Again, you now know how to find me. And if you missed it in the chat, you can definitely, I know in the replay, you wouldn't see the chat anyway. So it's right there on Kev's page for you to do. And just, I do have a little special, as I said earlier, I always provide a free divine discovery call with me so we can get into alignment and make sure that I'm the right match to work with. But I also have a special 10% discount. There it is. Da, 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 da. Gift of gratitude, because it's just from my heart. I'm so grateful to be here with all of you and those on the replay. This opportunity is available right now. Any 1-hour session with me, whatever that feels like. And when you go to my website, you'll see the offerings. But that you do need to book by June and have had your session with me by September. So you got some time. But that is my gift to all those who are here in person and do watch the replay. So thank you. And just thank you. Thank you for being here. Thank you for taking the time. And so exciting that so many of you got to connect with your dragons, because this dragon party's dope. We're having so much fun. So thank you, thank you, thank you.
I'll leave that on there for a moment for people to write anything down. So it's gift 10 and go into the website breath2awakening.com. So you'll get to write that down. Obviously on the replay you'll get to see it, and it's also on the my website on dragontalks.info. So if you scroll down a little bit, you'll see that beautiful smiling face and then all of her information. And give it a couple more seconds. 3, 2, 1, dun. Back. Thank you very much. That was absolutely beautiful. I'm on next because the other person has got other things going on in their life and they needed to reschedule. I'm not going to keep you for too long because my voice is a little bit so Carly, please hang around if you want. If you need to go, then that's understood as well. But thank you very much. Let's send Carly lots and lots of love. Let's press that love button. Send her lots of love.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. It was beautiful.
Thank you. And yes, I am going to hang out. I'm going to hang out a little while.
Cool. With all those love buttons.
Yay. Thank you. I'm receiving them. I'm receiving them.
Keep sending them. Keep sending them. Lots of love.
My wings you got all the hearts under my wings right now. I'm flying right now. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. And I look forward to connecting with so many of you and more to come. I have some new things coming up that Breath of the Dragon will be a part of. So definitely hit up my free community, free B2A community that you can get to right through my website to stay in the know of what I'm doing and learn some other folks and learns things. So yay.
Beautiful. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. And it says, you're amazing. Thank you so much. Yes, yes.